Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee, and today is such an eerie day. I'm looking out this giant window in my studio and it's gloomy, it's dark. I was looking at the weather and it's supposed to thunderstorm literally all day. It's probably gonna start any minute, so I might be telling this story and suddenly I'll hear thunder and like freak out. So just warning you right now, or if you guys hear it, don't freak out, okay? It's not me throwing in sound effects, it's literally nature. It's literally what's happening outside. And I think when I woke up this morning and saw that it was so dark and dreary, that's where the inspiration came for me to tell this story to you guys. It's this fear that I had when I was a little kid, and I thought that I would share it with you because maybe you shared the same fear. I personally am not afraid of thunderstorms anymore. I like that creepy, dark feeling. I know it's very strange, but I myself am strange. Thunderstorms are my favorite type of weather. If it could rain, if it could storm all day long, all year long, I would be happy. Unlike most people who like the sun, who like warm weather, who like sunlight and being outside, I love sitting by my window watching the rain hit the glass and everything else. I am just that type of person. But when I was a kid, and I think most kids are like this, thunderstorms are very scary. And it's probably just how loud they are, because when you're lying in your bed and you hear the rain come down, every time you hear thunder or a flash of lightning happens, it scares you, like it jolts you awake, or it makes you just lie there in bed with the covers near your face. Whenever there was a storm when I was little, I always slept in my parents' bed, or I just had to be around someone. I never wanted to be alone while it was storming. And I know my grandma always tried to comfort me whenever there was a storm. Like, she'd say, "Don't worry, Jess, thunderstorms are way shorter than rain," which I don't know if that's true. Apparently, like, if it's just raining, it lasts longer than if there's a thunderstorm. I don't know if she was just telling me that to make me feel good. I'm not really sure. But she always told me that, and then we'd always count how much time passed between each crash of thunder. Like, it thundered, you'd be like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That meant the storm was 3 kilometers away, and the more you counted and the farther the thunder was apart, that meant the storm was like going further and further away. I don't know if that's true either, if that was just something that my grandma told me as well. But it did seem to help, because the more I counted and the farther the thunder was each time, like, it just made me feel comforted that the storm was leaving, you know? But let's talk about the title of this story time today. It's called Why You Shouldn't Be Alone During a Thunderstorm. And this is something that my friend, I think we were probably in grade 3, one of my close friends in grade 3 told me this one day. I remember the exact day. We were in math class and this huge thunderstorm just happened in the middle of the school day, and it was weird because moments before it was so bright, so sunny, birds flying around, and in a span of 5 minutes it was suddenly so dark. The lights in the school went out. It was one of those really, really bad thunderstorms. The teacher was telling the kids to get away from the windows. It was a really dramatic event, and I remember being at school and just so afraid because my parents weren't with me. All I had That was so weird. I literally just heard someone else's voice talk while I was talking. I don't know if the camera caught it or if it was in my head or if my phone said something. That was so weird. I'm literally home alone right now and I'm telling this story on a dark and gloomy day. That was weird. Like, my last sentence that I just said, I heard this voice talk when I was talking, and it was like this close to my ear. It was actually so loud in my ear. That's why I stopped talking all of a sudden. This house is haunted though. Like, I gotta get used to this stuff. Like, whenever I'm surprised by something creepy happen, I have to just tell myself, like, this is the norm. Like, I know a lot of you guys probably know Graveyard Girl, aka Bunny. She tweeted the other day that she wants to start this like YouTuber series where she has YouTubers over to her house and they tell their ghost stories with her. And she was saying, like, who would be willing to fly down to tell your story with me? And I was tweeting like, hi me, I would love to do that. So guys, please tweet Graveyard Girl to have me over to film my ghost stories, because I have so many that would blow her mind and I just really want to meet her, and like, ugh, that's something I've always wanted to do because I have so many. But anyways, I'm all freaked out now. What was I even saying? I totally forgot the story now. So I was at school math class, big storm started. started. And so our teacher told us to all leave our desks and to sit in a circle on the carpet and just to sort of talk or read a book, just to do something that would take our mind off the storm, because she could tell that a lot of kids in the class were getting really upset. So I was sitting beside my friend and I was like, oh, I hate this. Like, I hate being alone without my parents during a thunderstorm. And she looks at me and she's like, yeah, but you're not alone. You have the whole class here with you. And I was like, I know, I just feel alone because usually when it's thundering, I like to have my family with me. And she's like, oh, don't worry. Like, as long as you're not alone, everything's fine. And I was kind of confused by that because she kept saying, like, as long as I literally have people with me, I'm safe. And she was like, just never be alone when it's storming. And she began to tell me this story, and I don't know where she got it from. I'm thinking, like, at my age now, she probably got it from her older brother, because she had a brother who was, I think 10 years older than her. Like, he was a teenager when she was her age. Something is literally pulling my hair. Ugh. My hair probably just got caught, like, on the chair behind me, but literally, guys, I am so creeped out right now. I just heard a noise downstairs. You guys are literally getting live action ghost activity happening right now. I did not expect this to happen in this video. And the storm is about to begin. Okay, so I don't know if her older brother told her this story to scare her. That's probably what happened. But she told me that if you're alone in your house and a thunderstorm starts, if by any chance lightning strikes your house, which is not often, but if it does, it releases the lightning man that apparently transfers from your roof into your house, and then he tries to play hide and seek with you. So if your house gets hit by lightning, you have to go and hide somewhere in your house so the lightning man doesn't find you. And I'm looking at her like, as if I wasn't scared enough of the storm itself, now you gotta bring the lightning man into it? And in that moment, I was so freaked out by what she was telling me that I began crying in class, and my teacher came over and I told on her, because like when you're a kid, like telling on someone is like the norm, you know what I mean? Even if you're best friends with somebody, sometimes if they do something wrong, you're like, I don't care, they're my best friend. I'm telling the teacher. So the teacher like knelt down and she's like, what's up? And I'm like,
she just told me that in every single lightning strike, the lightning man comes out. Like, what if it hits our school and the lightning man's in the school? We all have to hide.
And my teacher got so mad at my friend. She's like, that's not true. Don't tell her these stories. She's already scared. And then the whole class was riled up. And I just remember that day just being absolutely terrible. And from that day forward, I mean, not forever, but probably the next few years, whenever there was a storm, I would tell whoever was with me about the lightning man. And it just got around the school. A lot of people around me knew about it because I was telling everybody because I was so scared. I told my parents one day and my grandma one day, and they were like, that's not even slightly true. But I was like,
no, you're an adult. That's why you don't believe it.
I wonder, you know what? I'm gonna go online and look up the lightning man and see if like something actually comes out. Like, imagine if that's an actual thing. The lightning man. Let's see. The lightning man appears to be a spectral entity that does not rely on lightning, but on the sudden appearance of absence of light. What? People associate the entity to lightning due to his appearance during that area's frequent thunderstorms. I don't think this is what my friend was talking about. He teleports. The lightning man moves so fast that the human eyes can't even comprehend it. He's able to move between dimensions. He's able to alter the weather with the presence of lightning. I don't know what this page is. It's called like Case File Wikia. I don't know if you guys have heard of that before, but it's just like showing this really weird like lightning monster. It looks like a creepypasta thing. I don't know what this is, guys. It's really weird. But please comment down below if you've ever heard of this lightning man and how you have to play hide and seek with him if he enters your house. Please comment down below, and if you guys haven't, then it's probably just something that went around my school and no one else knows about it. But it did freak me out for years, and then I don't know what happened, but when I went to high school, I sort of transitioned into loving storms. I love them so much. But yeah, I thought I'd just tell you guys this creepy little story. If you are afraid of storms, honestly, like, don't take this to heart. Like, it's not real, obviously. Don't be afraid of them. You should love them. Sit by the window, look out at it. It's such a relaxing thing, so don't be freaked out by it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little story. Watch out for the lightning man, okay? And I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video.